WWDC is almost upon us. Ahead of Monday's keynote, we're running down everything we're expecting for the annual developers extravaganza. From software to hardware, here's everything we expect to see next week. One of the big two WWDC guarantees is that Apple will give us an upgrade for iOS, most likely named iOS 11 if it sticks to past naming conventions. Some reports have suggested that we'll see an upgraded interface, which could make a lot of sense given that this is the 10th anniversary of iOS and the year of Apple's biggest iPhone upgrade since 2014. Other rumours suggest that an upgraded FaceTime may be on the cards, along with the usual upgrades one would expect, such as improved Siri, upgraded default apps and more. The nicest thing about the iOS upgrade is that we should be able to download a developer beta virtually right away, although the finished version won't ship until sometime in the fall. Like a new version of iOS, an update to macOS is all but guaranteed for WWDC. There haven't been a whole lot of leaks regarding the 2017 era macOS upgrade, so any possible updates are more a matter of guesswork and wishful thinking than anything else. One logical assumption is that Apple will have been working to integrate Siri more deeply into macOS, after debuting the feature in last year's version. A Hey Siri feature similar to iOS would definitely be a positive, for example. Beyond this, an overhaul of iTunes is way beyond overdue. FaceTime group calls have been rumoured, a standalone music app would be well received, and HomeKit support is still absent. Let me know in the comment section if you've got any guesses on the name Apple will choose for this year's entry. Rumours so far point towards the name beginning with M, such as Malibu. Last year we got watchOS 3 at WWDC, so it makes sense that Apple will offer us a sequel this year. As with all Apple software upgrades this year, however, rumours have been few and far between. One possibility is that Apple will include a sleep tracking app, based on its recent acquisition of sleep tracking app Bedit. Another is that Apple will add new trackable activities such as skiing and snowboarding. Now, it's unlikely that Apple will spring its rumoured 5th gen Apple TV on us at WWDC, but an upgrade to tvOS could be on the cards. Like watchOS, all we've really got here is a wish list, since virtually nothing has been leaked so far. Amazon Prime Video has been rumoured to be on its way to Apple TV sometime this year, so maybe WWDC will turn out to be where Apple announces it. Although Apple has steered clear of hardware updates at WWDC in recent years, KGI Securities analyst Ming-Chi Kuo thinks there's a good chance that Apple will debut a 10.5-inch iPad Pro at this year's event. In keeping with the iPhone 8's redesign, to allow a bigger screen without having to enormously increase the size of the device, the 10.5-inch iPad Pro may boast a similar bezel to retain the same dimensions as the current 9.7-inch iPad Pro. Along with various under-the-hood improvements, you may even get a second-gen Apple Pencil thrown in, hopefully with a slightly more sensible charging mechanism this time round. New MacBooks could also be making their debut at this year's WWDC. Compared to the massive upgrade of last year's MacBook Pro with Touch Bar, expect these to be only minor improvements, such as a processor upgrade to Intel's faster Kaby Lake processors. Whether Apple announces the rumoured Siri speaker at WWDC is a toss-up, but if they do, it'll be the most talked about announcement at Monday's keynote. A standalone Siri speaker has been heavily rumoured in recent months, with the idea being that this will allow Apple to compete with similar smart speakers such as the Amazon Echo and Google Home. According to KGI Securities analyst Ming-Chi Kuo, an Apple smart speaker will offer high-end audio thanks to 1 woofer and 7 tweeters. It will also boast computing power similar to the iPhone 6s and will be aimed at the high-end entertainment market. It will also carry a higher price than the $179 Amazon Echo. Other reports suggest that Apple's smart speaker will resemble a fat version of the Google Home speaker, with mesh fabric covering the majority of the device and a concave top similar to that of the Mac Pro. It could additionally include a built-in camera and facial recognition technology for identifying users, as well as an Amazon Echo Show-style touch panel. Well, that's it for this video, but let me know in the comments section down below what you're most looking forward to seeing at WWDC. Also, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that like button down below, and don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss a single video from Cult of Mac. I'll catch you in the next one.